Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Suker with the Arizona Trauma Association, and this is Trauma in a Flash. Intraosseous vascular access is a true lifesaver, and it's certainly an underutilized procedure in the field and in the hospital. Placing IO access should be quickly instituted when there is failure to gain peripheral venous access in a timely fashion for any emergency. Contraindications include any injury to the ipsilateral extremity, cellulitis at the planned insertion site, and known or suspected skeletal abnormalities. Complications include infections of the skin, subcutaneous tissues, or bone, fractures at the site of placement, or extravasation that could lead to limb-threatening compartment syndrome. Therefore, when in use, the IO site should be continually reevaluated for swelling. Sites of insertion in the order of flow rate include the manubrium, the humeral head, the distal femur, the proximal tibia, and the distal tibia or medial malleolus. It's notable that the time to drug availability via the manubrial and humeral routes are very similar to that of the central venous access routes. It's important to note that the manubrium and humeral sites are contraindicated in the pediatric population. Here we show the insertion of the EZ-IO device in the humeral head. The humeral head is most easily palpated with the patient's elbow bent and their hand across the abdomen. Feel for the bony prominence of the humeral head at its greater tuberosity. Cleanse the skin with chlorhexidine. Insert the needle through the skin to the hard bony surface in a definitive controlled motion. This is no more painful than inserting an IV needle. One black line should remain visible. If it's not, the manufacturer recommends using the next larger size. This ensures optimal length for access into the marrow. Apply firm, gentle pressure downward and squeeze the trigger. Release the trigger when you feel a give. This is your first confirmation of entry into the medullary space. Surprising for most everyone, entry into the bone does not cause pain. Remove the stylet and connect the IV tubing. Aspiration, showing blood, is a good final confirmation of appropriate placement. Flushing can be a source of significant pain in the awake patient, and 20 milligrams of lidocaine, or a maximum of 3 milligrams per kilogram, can be infused by slow push to help reduce this pain prior to infusion. At this point, start infusing using a pressure system. Pressure bags at 300 millimeter mercury can be used to aid in rapid infusion. Removal is accomplished by pulling straight out and rotating the access needle in a clockwise fashion. It may help to place a 10 cc lure lock syringe onto the access needle to provide a better grip. Finally, remember that all drugs can be infused by the IO route. This includes using the IO for blood transfusions. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Trauma in a Flash.